Hello everyone, Phil Rowley here. Today I'm going to show you how to tie the red tail. This is a pattern I featured on my social media channels that garnered quite a bit of attention. So I thought I'd be a nice guy and show you how to tie this simple fly. If you like it, be sure to hit that like button. If you like the channel, subscribe. And if you want to get future notifications of videos, hit that bell as well. And if you check out the comment section below, you'll find links to the materials I used, the tools I used, and of course the fly recipe. So let's not waste any time, let's get to the bench and get this thing tied. You won't need much to tie the red tail. 3 materials in fact, plus a hook. Here's what you'll need to have on hand. So I'm now going to tie you a simple streamer. I made a post on Instagram showing a lake trout that I caught with this fly and caused quite a bit of stirs. Showed me the fly and it's dead simple. I call it the red tail. So the end of the vise, I've got a Daiichi 2546 saltwater hook, 1/0. Generally the size is a big streamer for big fish. So we're just going to cover the hook shank with white tying thread, 6/0 MFC. And then trim off the tag end. Take this all the way down, just by where the shank starts to fall off into the bend. Taking a red marabou plume. I've kind of crushed the stem so it's more malleable. Tied it in. We want a nice long tail on this fly. Just going to let the thread hang in front, and then we're just going to basically wind this marabou. Feather kind of switched rotation, but it doesn't matter. We're just going to wind it up the shank, one wrap in front of the other. Just preen this all up and back, and I'm just going to wind it as far forward as I can. Close touching turns. Believe it or not, we are forming a tail. Just going to keep winding it forward until I run out of feather. Is that thumb of mine in? Just going to come up. Tie it off. Don't worry about the tip. We'll tie that off. We can come in and nip that tip out. Now all we're going to do to form the tail, use my anchor squashed thumb here to stroke everything back. Just trying to get these and just wind back like this. And that's going to gather all those fibers into a nice long flowing tail, hence the red tail name. So we're just going to go around again, make sure that's secure, and then we can throw the bobbin around a few times. That'll just help. Tail does foul from time to time, but we want this nice flowing tail to flow back. For the body, used to use, and you still can, cross-cut rabbit strips, but recently started using Llama dubbing brushes. This is the one I'm using here. It's a Pearl number 101, super durable, and really, the Llama really flows and breathes. It's like a giant Llama hackle. So I'm just going to tie in the wire core. Good firm purchase. Bring that tying thread forward right up to the hook eye, almost. And now we're just going to wind this dubbing brush around and stroke those fibers back with each wrap. Just like a hackle. Sometimes she spins, but it doesn't matter. The llama fiber is non-directional. I'm just going to move this along. So this wire core makes it very durable, and this llama, when it gets wet, just flows and breathes and just nice white coloration. White streamers are really good for any carnivorous fish like a lake trout or a pike or a walleye or a rainbow or a brown. So we're just going to take that right up, tie this off, try to free this up. What I'm trying to do is sort of zigzag through. Tie off that dubbing brush. Make sure she's in there good and tight. Lock it up. And then come in with a pair of side cutters on a pair of pliers here. Just break the core. And just tie that off. Build a neat little head. Apply a little super glue. Stroke this back. It's all done, and now we're just going to brush out, get this all to flow back. And you can see now that that red tail doesn't seem so long now. It's just a little, I don't know whether it suggests a wounded baitfish or it's just a trigger point. This all flows back. Into the fly like this. Probably just tie it off there, but we can streamer it up a bit. We're going to add some large red eyes. Go with the complement the red tail. To affix the eyes, we're using some E6000 adhesive. It's a little beat up tube, but still going strong. And I'm just going to put a little dollop on a dubbing needle, rotate the fly on its side, and just put that little dollop right there. And I'm going to come in the dubbing needle, taking an eye, and I place that right on the dubbing, on the dollop of adhesive rather, and just press it right along the sides. That'll secure up, and we're going to repeat the process for the other side. So we're just going to just take another small bunch of adhesive and just sort of position it there. Put the lid back on, clean off the dubbing needle, come in again, place another eye on, just my forefinger, so keeping the eye between the adhesive and my forefinger, I, in theory, shouldn't get any on. And we'll just give that, we'll let that set up. And all that's left to do is I will try to let that set for a bit. We will add a little extra security through some UV resin. So our eyes have dried. They're well, and you know, if I was at a lodge or destination or just getting going, I probably wouldn't do this step, but if you got time to neaten it off, I'm just going to fill in the little valley between the eyes on the top and the bottom side of the fly with some UV resin. So we're just going to use some Solares in thick formulation, and just do the top side followed by the bottom side. So I'm just going to take a little bit of, you could use it right out of the bottle, but just a little bit more control. Just apply that in there. Let it settle in. And just let it sit there, and gravity will sort of level that out for you. The beauty of these UV resins, you get lots of working time, and there's still a little bit, see a little bit of a gap in there. Obviously just want to be careful you don't obscure the hook eye. Then you'll have a wonderfully protected fly. Just can't tie it on, so those are the ones you give to your friends. Just a little bit more. Just let that sit there. That's sort of all filled in now. And just let it level off. Turn on the light. Cure it up. And then roll the fly over. And repeat. Tap it in. And you can see that just settles in. And then we'll zap it. Let the light pulse. Get a good solid cure. And again, this final step is more cosmetic than anything else. Everybody wants neat flies. So there you have it, the finished red tail. Dead simple. We've got the red marabou tail, the llama brush body material. You could also use crosscut rabbit if you wanted to, and a pair of red eyeballs. Fast sinking line, aggressive strips, and hang on if you're using it for lake trout, because they thump this fly. Other predatory species will obviously eat it as well, so add that to the streamer section of your fly box. For more information on fly fishing, and stillwater fly fishing in particular, please visit my website at flycraftangling.com. Here you will find fishing tips, fly patterns, articles, information regarding my seminars and schools, along with links to my blog and mine and Brian Chan's online stillwater fly fishing store. You can also visit our store directly at stillwaterflyfishingstore.com. While you're visiting my site, please join my mailing list to receive my educational newsletters. You can also follow me through my social media channels. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already, and give this video a like. Please take the time to watch my other videos as well. Thanks for watching.